Ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. The Hungaroring, it's like Monaco without the boats. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Bottas, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Vettel, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Leclerc. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Esteban Ocon. Fernando Alonso, Norris. They've taken a grid penalty. Mick Schumacher, blue. Giovinazzi, Giotto, Nikita Mazepin and Lance Stroll. Russell, Latifi, Gasly and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. job, nice overtake. Is drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water off the line. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. But be aware your tyres need to go the distance. Gap to teammate behind is 5.6 seconds. Brilliant. Nice move. Some information on Leclerc. They are out of the race. Situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Proud of today from our Hungarian Grand Prix winners. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track.
Their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight. changed. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
There's a few contenders, but George Russell definitely stood out, I think. A really solid drive from him today, and one I'm sure the fans enjoyed.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.